Let's go ahead and practice the math tools for the ACAP. Some of these tools are going to be exactly the same as English, so make sure that if you have not reviewed the previous video. We know we've already gone through what to do for all of this, so we're just going to go ahead and say yes. I can see all of those gray circles. Let us continue. You can pause the video right now, read the screen, so that you know what to expect going forward. Now, when we begin the test, just like before, the pointer's going to help you select buttons. You've got the cross off and you've got highlighter and the magnifying glass. You've got the line guide, but you're going to have a couple of extra things. Now, sometimes you can use a calculator and sometimes you cannot. If the calculator is not up here, you cannot use it. Now, the new addition that we see here is going to be the reference page. If you click that, it will give you formulas that you may need on this test. So you don't even have to memorize the formulas. You just check the reference page and then kabam, there it is for you. Same thing down here. You could end the test, pause the test, flag the test, see other options. On a question such as this, you get the option of a calculator. There are two types of calculators. You have the basic calculator right here for simple mathematics. And then you also have the scientific calculator if you were needing something like the sine, the cosine, tangent, and that. Use what you use in math class. Please do not get confused by different types of calculators. You'll also see that in some of these, it's not just multiple choice. You would enter the missing value here, meaning you would type the number in. Just randomly chose a number. 56 definitely is not the answer. As soon as you type that in, and then you go to the next one. Now you'll see right here that it gives you automatically a calculator for you to use. It automatically pops up right here. Do not waste time looking for a calculator if you do not have this option. Now, when we're looking at different types of tests and questions, when you're selecting a height for each bar, you can use the highlighter and mark off the ones that you've already used when creating your histogram itself. So you're looking at 71. So student 1, you would go ahead and draw that in here. As soon as you click, it's going to take your bar up. So you'd see the range. And please be aware that I'm just clicking so that you can see how to do the function of the tool. I'm not for real teaching you math. But you would mark all of these. 71, where does 71 fall? Here. 80, where does it fall? Here. 98. So then just click that up and then you would see how many in each section. When we get to a test question like this where you have to click and respond, obviously we're going to go ahead and click that where we're going to plot these points on a polygon. To plot a point, you need to click this. I need to be able to see, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull this over just a little bit where it's 1 and -2. All right? Whenever you plot, you press the button, randomly choosing. When you do your line segment, not adding them. Okay. When you do a line segment, I choose that. Anything that you drag along here is going to be the segment itself. You are drawing it down just like if it were a pencil. All right? So just click, make sure that you pull this down and click that. Because if you just go ahead and click the point, then it's just going to keep putting dots everywhere. All right, we'll go ahead and say that's my answer. Obviously, Ms. Dudley is not doing well on this test. For questions such as this, where it's drag each number to the corresponding box above the line, you're just going to pick it up. And wherever you think it goes, that's where you drag it. And you've already answered the question by dragging it to that location. Just like in English, you have drop-down menus, where once you select that, you've answered. Now you'd have to do it for all three. We're going to continue on. Make sure that you pay attention to the instructions what it's telling you to do. Create a dot plot to represent the data. Use the highlighter tool to mark off the numbers. You can do that. Now, to select the correct tick box, we've already got the pointer selected, and you've got to be above the number. If you're on the line, it's not going to click. If you're under here, it's not going to click. If you're down here, it's not going to click. You've got to be right here above the number. And if you're on your highlighting tools, use highlighter. You can't highlight anything on this. You can highlight up here where you're marking off to the side, but see how you don't have that option right there. This is one where you match each figure to the left with the corresponding one on the right. So you click, see how it's highlighted in blue? As soon as you click whatever it matches with, a line is going to go to both of these places right here. Another checkbox scenario. This is still that same where you choose the data point. You got to decide what it is, because once it's there, let's reset. Once you choose your data point, we know that mathematically they mean different things. We can say left line extension. You could say right line extension. Don't we need like a line that goes? Oh my gosh, I didn't answer all these questions. Let me review them. All right. When you're done reviewing, we can go ahead and end the test. Please double check and make sure that all of these have check marks on them. Have a great day, my love.